I got all these birds attacking me. I guess they want to protect the gold over here. Yeah, but anyways, I'm in a new area. I just did a pan from over here, kind of scraped the clay a little bit, and look at that. There's like probably 200 colors and like, you know, a couple little flakes in there too. So damn, that looked really good. And the cool thing is I got this little side stream coming in, so I got plenty of water right here, going right down to the ocean there. And we got the same thing. This is really shallow clay. That's all clay, just right here, sitting on this red sand. So yeah, I don't know, I think I might give it a try. I got all my stuff in the truck anyway, so I think I might set up the cube right here, and yeah, let's see if we can get some gold over in this section. There we go. Setup only took like 10 minutes. I don't need to set up like the generator and get water from the ocean. I got water right here, so nice and easy setup. And yeah, I'm about ready to start getting some dirt. So yeah, like I said, that was one pan right there. You can see just floated away, but there's a nice flake, and I don't know, maybe like 150 colors, not bad. And all I'm doing is just scraping this very thin layer of sand on top of the clay. There's a rock. Yeah, this is just clay right here, hard clay. So I'm just scraping the clay, and that's where all those bigger chunkies are going to be. So I'm not really after the flour gold. I'm after you know, chunkier gold. So this is how I get it. So doing some beach sniping. I have a glove. I'm gonna get a glove in a second because this will wear my fingers out. But yeah, this is just super shallow clay. So just gonna work it. So yeah, I'm not doing high volume again. I'm just doing low volume and hoping for pickers. All right, well, I'm gonna scrape away, fill this pan, and feed that cube, and hopefully we'll get some gold. Cool, I've been running probably half an hour. So far, all I did was this small little area right here. I don't know how many square feet, not much, like a half an hour's worth. Maybe I filled that pan maybe 5 or 6 times. So yeah, we're just gonna take a quick look and I don't know, see what we can see. I do see one little small one right there. What I did was I put a handful, just a handful of dirt like on here to see if that would work, and look, I see a little picker right there. But yeah, let's take a look. So this thing's got those three little rib tray things right here. I do see some fines in there. Oh wow, look at that. I can see a couple small little pickers in there. Oh yeah, there's gold in there. Down in the corner there's some. That's cool. Anyways, let's kind of take this off. I don't want to take this apart too much because I want to run more, but just doing a look-see. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of gold right there. There's that little picker I saw earlier. I can see a little bit there, but let's check out this first tray here. Oh, see a little one right there. Oh yeah, I see a little bit of gold in here. A couple sparkles. Can't really see in there too much. All right, well, I mean, for half an hour, I mean, looking pretty good for half an hour. I mean, not bad. I'll probably go just a little bit longer. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I think it's like 11 o'clock at night, so I get a little tired, a little hungry. But yeah, let me go just a little bit more, and then I'll clean this out and let's see what we get. All right, just took a couple handfuls of dirt from over there. I just want to make sure that I'm still on it, so just gonna pan this out and let's see if we're still on some good gold. Just gonna make a little ditch here, make myself a little pond so I can pan. There we go, instant panning tub. All right, get this all liquefied. Just gonna do a quick speed pan. I know there's gold here, so I don't have to be really particular. Kind of going fast. Alright, get down to the bottom here. Alright, that should be good enough just to take a quick look. See if there's any. Oh yeah! Damn! Look at that. Just 2 little flakes in there. And a bunch of smalls. Hold on, let me tap this up. Alright, there it is. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, that's not a ton of gold, but I mean, for a couple of handfuls. And look at that, the bigger flakes. There's, you know, I can see at least 4 bigger flakes. That's definitely not flour gold. And there's, you know, some other stuff. So yeah, that's really good just for a couple of handfuls right off the clay. So yeah, we're gonna keep going, and hopefully this will be pretty good. So all right, cool. I've been at this probably a good solid hour now, and I got all this all down to the clay. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of like little nooks and crannies in here, and I think that's where all the bigger pickers are going to be. Well, I say pickers, probably more like flakes, but anyways, I think that's where the bigger gold's going to be, in those little nooks and crannies kind of things. But yeah, I got one more pan to run, and I just had an idea. Before I go, I'm going to take out that bilge pump. I got a high-powered bilge pump that has a garden hose on it in the Jeep there. I'm going to take that out, get water from here, and I'm going to hose down all this clay and see if I can get like a pile of dirt. You know, I don't know, just an experiment. I never really did this before out of the water. I do this under the water when I'm dredging. I'll take a nozzle and power wash the bottom, but I never really did it out of the water, so this will be a kind of a new experience. So yeah, let me run this dirt, and then we'll hook up that bilge pump and spray this down and see what happens. It might be a failure, I don't know, we'll find out. All right, here we go. I got my hose going, so I'm gonna spray down this little area and let's see what happens. Oh, looks like it's working. Oh yeah, it's working. Hopefully all this stuff will just spray downhill here into like a little line, and then I'll scoop it up and run it through the gold cube. So maybe this will work. Well, I'll do a couple test pans. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's working. Oh yeah, it's working good. Yeah. Yeah, this is working really good. I can see all that red sand going downhill, and hopefully gold. All right, let me spray this for a few minutes and I'll get back to you. All right, there it is, all nice and clean. I washed that down pretty good, and looks like it worked. So here's a line where I left off. So I'm just gonna go around the perimeter here and just collect that and run it, and maybe I'll get a few little extra pieces of gold. But yeah, looks like it worked out just great. Cool. I forgot I was gonna do like a test pan, so I grabbed all the stuff that right there and put it in here, and I just put most of it in there in the gold cube there, but I saved a little bit here. So let's do a test pan and see if it actually caught any extra gold. Okay, that was just a quick fast pan. Ah, yeah, there's a whole bunch of micros. I don't see any big. A few hundred like little micros. No big flakes though. Yeah, just a whole bunch of micros. But I don't know if it was worth it or not, but it's cool to try. So that was about half of it. I just did that. I'm just gonna do this part right here, and we'll call it quits and do a clean out. Here we go, the big reveal. And it's just full of rocks. I can see a little bit of gold down in there. I'm using that gold pan for water right now. So all right, got my gold pan here. Let's just pan this little section out, see if there's any big stuff. seeing quite a bit of gold actually. That's cool. That's really cool. Quick pan. Quick look. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. Couple big chunkies. So that was just those 3 little troughs that are in there. So yeah, pretty cool. There's quite a bit of small stuff too. But let's keep going. That's just those 3 little trays. Here's oh yeah, I found like a 22 bullet. It's kind of cool. Hasn't been shot yet. Pretty neat. All right, let's take this. Actually, I think this just pops right out, right? Yep. Alright. I'm not really used to this dream mat thing. Get rid of that. And then this. I guess I can just empty into here. Oh, I got most of it in there. I got the safety tub, so I'll repan this later, but just trying to get a gist of what I got. I'm seeing some small stuff in here. Some small, see a little bit of small stuff in the tray, in the trough right there. But yeah, let's get this up. Put that in there. Majority of this out, not all of it. Oh, that's a nice little flake right there. Alright, I'm not even, I'm not going to put that one into this pan. I'll put that tray into this tub and I'll pan it later when I go home. Let me turn this noise maker off. So this will be like 90% of what I got today. So just a good initial test. I'll just do a quick pan here in the field and then I'll take it back to the boat, and probably tomorrow maybe I'll do a weigh up and see how much I got. Looking probably less than a gram, but it was fun. Had a good time. Well, we don't know till put it on the scale. Alright, getting down to the bottom here. I think that's good enough just for a little show and tell. Oh yeah, that's looking good. That's pretty cool. Some big chunkies in there, you know, just for a little bit of clay area. Alright, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. Let me tap all that into the corner and I'll get back to you. But there it is. Pretty cool. A couple little flakes, you know, little chunkies for the beach. Looking pretty good. As far as weight, I'm guessing maybe a quarter gram, maybe a half gram. But that only came from this one little section right here, and it took me about an hour. So yeah, I mean, definitely not gonna get rich here on the beach, but you know, it's fun. For an hour, that's not bad. If you did this all day long, that's a lot of work though, man. If you did this all day long, you might be able to get 4 or 5 grams, you know. I mean, just working all day, but you know, I don't know, it might be worth it. Maybe not. Maybe you'll hit a bad spot and only get a gram a day. I can't tell you that, but this is just what I got in about an hour from, I don't know, maybe 10 square feet, 15 square feet of just really easy stuff. You know, just using my hand and this gold pan here, just filling the gold pan with my hand and throwing it through the gold cube. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cool. But I'll finish up. I'll put this on the scale. I got to go back to the boat, and it's getting real late. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably past midnight now. But yeah, cool. We'll weigh it up on the boat and see what we got. All right, here we are back on the gold ship, and I came back here just to clean it out a little bit better so I could take my time and do a good job here. So here it is. There's all the gold that I got off the beach there. So yeah, I don't know, I think it was about an hour or so just scraping that clay, and actually, you know, it's not really looking too bad. You know, here's my finger for comparison. Yeah, I don't know, looking pretty good. There's a nice little picker in there. Not really sure on the weight, just a guess, maybe probably getting close to a gram right here, maybe even yeah, I don't know, 3/4 gram to maybe a gram. I don't know, we'll find out. I'll dry it up and throw it on the scale. So cool. Yeah, well, the other thing too is I'm kind of making another video making this beach box here, so I just kind of put it together. It's kind of rough draft right now. All the bolts are loose. I gotta tighten up all the bolts and stuff, but yeah. So someone stole my beach box. Well, it was Vernon's. I was borrowing Vernon's box, so someone stole Vernon's box, but I decided to go to the junkyard and grab a bunch of parts and pieces and kind of throw one together. So yeah, hopefully next video I'll be using this beach box. So yeah, cool. Well, I got the cleanout here, so yeah, let me dry that up and we'll weigh it up, see what we got. All right, here we go. Gold's ready to weigh up. Let's see what we got. All dried up. Actually, start off by this. Get that all going. There we go. Still see a bunch of fines in here, but that's all right. We got most of it. There we go. Blow off some of that black sand. There's not much. There's a little black sand in there with it. Just a couple little pieces. Not too bad. All right. So we're on the boat here, so the boat's rocking back and forth. So it's not going to be perfectly zeroed, but pretty close. All right, here we go. Hopefully I won't spill most of it. Oh, off to the races. We got that big picker going. There it goes. Okay, let me stop like halfway. Let's see what we got. Oh, 0.2. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a gram. I thought it was. 0.4. Almost half a gram right there. Still got more to go though. 0.6. Alright, that's that. Looks like more than a gram, geez. But no, scale don't lie. 0.68, say 0.7. Almost 3/4 gram, pretty close. Alright, cool. Well, the scale don't lie, but hey, that was fun. Almost 1/4 gram in about an hour. So running that clay kind of paid off. So cool. Maybe we'll take this big monster box that I just built, and we'll take this out on the beach, and hopefully we'll do way better than 3/4 gram. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.